Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Beauchemin, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the energy and the numerology for April 2021. First, I'll break down the numerology for April, and then I will dive into the energy forecast for your particular life path number. These are general readings. If you're interested in a personalized reading, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. Okay, so April 2021 is a 9 universal cycle. We haven't had one of these cycles in a while, so it's going to definitely be something we've been looking forward to, I think. We'll definitely be reaping some of the rewards that this energy can bring in. So 9 energy can bring about the closure or ending of a significant cycle within your life. So if there's an area within your life where you can feel things coming to a close, this may occur for you in April. Oftentimes, when this 9 energy comes around, we usually see endings or closure or things coming to fruition around things that we've been working on for quite some time. It can be around a relationship. It can be around maybe some kind of health concern that you've had or something that you've kind of been working on to do with your body or the way you present yourself. It can have to do with work projects, creative projects. I mean, really just anything that again, is just something you've been working on for quite some time or been dealing with for some time, or it's been, again, kind of coming up for quite some time. This can be coming to an end, to some kind of closure or fruition where you'll see things tying up very nicely. Sometimes they can end a little bit chaotically, a little bit abruptly. So it's not always necessarily tied up with a lovely bow, but a lot of times it is. It's something that we've been putting in a lot of effort in towards, we've been showing up for. It's something that's been on our plate to handle or deal with or overcome. And it's kind of like the universe is like, well done. It's kind of like graduating in a sense, where the universe is like, well done. You've done the work. Now here's the reward, and it's time for this to complete or come to closure. So oftentimes this closure, whatever it is, creates this beautiful space for a grand new beginning. And I want to make sure that you understood I said grand, including a brand new beginning, but a grand new beginning. This is creating the space for something big, something divinely timed. It's that cosmic, okay? So you may see gifts or rewards come your way at the closure of this cycle, whatever that is for you, because of the work and the growth that you've dedicated yourself to. Be open to receiving these much deserved gifts. You are worthy. And a lot of times it can be where that closure takes place, and it might feel like a loss or something that we need to grieve. And that's okay, because a lot of times, like I said, these are things that we've been energetically invested in. We've invested resources and time and whatever. We've just really been invested in whatever this is. And so when that comes to a close, sometimes there can be grief associated with that. And of course, we want to honor that. And we might not be able to fully recognize or see those gifts as they present themselves, but that's okay. The gifts will still come. And when we are ready, we'll be able to see them and then put them to use. So if you've put in the work, you've put in the effort, you've continued to show up, you've done, you've exhausted everything that you need to exhaust around whatever this life lesson is, around whatever this growth or expansion opportunity is, you will see some kind of reward from the universe. You will see some kind of gift come in. Even if you don't recognize it right away, you will be able to recognize it in hindsight, and then you'll be able to use that gift in your forward movement, in your propelling you forward in a beautiful way. So again, this energy is allowing things to tie up and close so that it can create that grand space for a beautiful new beginning. And with that ending will come those rewards, okay? 9 energy is that of the humanitarian. So during this time, during this cycle, you may feel called to find ways where you can be of greater service to those in need and how you can dedicate your efforts towards creating a better world to live in. This is beautiful energy and a great time to ask yourself whether your actions, your current actions, contribute to the harmony, balance, and good of all. Or do your actions focus more on the needs and the desires of only those whom you deem worthy? The energy of the 9 is vast, okay? It's expansive. It's without limits. So allow it to permeate your way of thinking to become much more open-minded, generous, and idealistic as opposed to being more cynical. Do something for another during this time in a state of gratitude for the blessings that you have received throughout your life. This is a great cycle to pay it forward, to, purchase the coffee for someone behind you in line, or the meal for somebody across the restaurant, whatever, or pay somebody's bill, or whatever the case may be, whatever speaks to you. But this is beautiful, beautiful energy of paying it forward, of creating that beautiful karma, or paying off those karmic debts. 9 cycles can be great for opening up to deeper innate gifts, including psychic abilities, intuitiveness, and vivid dream space. So this is going to be a time where you really want to pay close attention to your dreamscapes, to whatever comes in for you during dream time, during daydreams and night dreams. That's going to be the case always, but it is especially going to be true throughout April. So pay attention to those dreams that come in, write them down, try to work with them the best that you can. I do offer Dreamwork, so if that's something that you're interested in exploring further, I would love to work with you to pull those beautiful messages that are trying to come through for you so that you can work with them as you create this new beginning. During this cycle, creative powers, during this 9 vibration can be used to develop your artistic abilities that can be put to great use in the upcoming 1 cycle. So pay attention to any of those inspirations that come into you. They can, again, come in through dreams. They can come in through somebody saying something to you, or maybe you get a thought or an idea that comes in. This is a great time to get messy and play and be creative. And, you don't necessarily need to start whatever this new idea is, whatever this new goal is. This is going to be, again, a time for playing around and figuring out how you want to start that process. Because really, this is going to be the time or the energy around closure, completion, endings, things coming to fruition so that you can create that space for those grand new beginnings. And those new beginnings, a beautiful time to start those new beginnings is during a 1 cycle, which will be in May. So this is going to be a time for, really fostering that growth of those creative ideas, your creative talents, exploring your creative talents, see what speaks to you, what brings out your passion, and use that energy to sort of become the expert or to perfect some of those skills, right? Or to really flex that muscle so that when that 1 cycle comes in, that energy around that universal 1, when that comes in May, you're ready to hit the ground running, okay? You're ready for those big new adventures, those big new starts, okay? So beautiful, beautiful energy in April. Definitely, again, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to those things that are ending. And if you need to grieve that ending, then do so. Understand, though, that you, in allowing these endings to take place or to make space from these endings, you're creating an opportunity for something much more aligned, much more fruitful and bountiful to come your way. So it's really, really positive. It's really fantastic energy to work with. I'm really excited for April. Okay, life path number 2. Let's look at the energies for April for you. So I pulled an animal spirit card for you all, and you all got cheetah energy. So cheetah is saying, get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. So I want to repeat that because there's something I want to speak to around this that I think is really important that we often lose sight of. But cheetah says, get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. So a lot of times we get overly focused on the action as opposed to the intention. Like, oh, I, did whatever, XYZ, and it didn't have it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to, or that I expected it to, or whatnot. And what I would say is go back to the actual intention. Was your intention good? Was it filled with, high vibration? Or was your intention one of seeking revenge, malice, coming from a space of anger or resentment? So I would say pay close attention or closer attention to your intentions, because that is the space where your actions are driven, right? So it's like, whatever the intent was is usually going to be an indicator of the outcome, okay, if that makes sense. So again, if your intentions are good, then even though things don't turn out the way that we want them to, oftentimes they turn out the way that they're meant to. Like they turn out the way that's going to best serve us in the long run, okay? Whereas if our intention is coming from a lower vibe energy or a more dense energy, then again, the outcome is going to mimic that, is going to come to fruition in that way. So just pay attention to your intentions at this time and just checkpoint those intentions and just make sure that those intentions are coming from a space of integrity, balance, harmony, higher vibration, higher expression, for the good of all, those sort of things, right? Because if the intention is coming from a higher vibrational octave, then the outcome will often mimic that, if that makes sense. So just pay attention to your intentions during April and just check yourself and just make sure that those intentions are good, okay? As we move into breaking down the month, I broke it down into 4 weeks, but the first week of April for you all is beautiful, beautiful energy. I really want you all to just embrace this energy. It's there for the taking. I see this cause for celebration, just beautiful, jovial, joyful energy. It's really, what it feels like is a true wish coming true, right? A wish coming true. So if there's something that you've been hoping for, praying for, wishing for, if it is meant to happen, this is going to be a time when it is ripe for the taking, right? Where that could very well occur. This is beautiful supportive energy. Now, this is a general reading, so this won't be for everyone, but whoever this is for, this is definitely one of those, before you go to bed at night, looking to the stars and making your wishes, falling asleep and waking up and having that wish granted kind of energy. It's very cosmic. It's very beautiful, very rewarding energy. So again, this is in line with that 9 universal cycle that we are in April. This is the time when we will see those wishes coming true. We will see those rewards for the fruits of our, we'll see the fruits of our labor and our efforts. So definitely enjoy this energy. If it comes in for you this beginning of April, it is divinely timed, divinely guided, and divinely supported. Beautiful, beautiful energy twos. I love to see this for you all. Then we move into the second week of April, and it's interesting because there's really this energy of like some kind of thought process, this almost feels like it could be like a generational inheritance, like you inherited whatever this mindset is from your ancestors, from your parents, through the womb type thing. It's almost like embedded in your DNA. This can be like a feeling of lack around money, resources. This can be like a feeling of not, being worthy, not being good enough, not being capable enough, whatever the case may be. But there's definitely this energy of like this thought process or this mindset that has just really been working against you in a sense, and you're really being called at this time to break free from that, to find a way to move beyond that, to step up, to level up, okay, to step beyond whatever that is. It's not through avoidance that's going to happen. Obviously, we need to shine light on whatever this is, tackle it, and really, make sure our intentions are good and stay focused and move through it, right? But whatever this mindset is, it definitely isn't helping you. It's definitely been holding you back from stepping into your greatest expression and keeping you from stepping outside of your comfort zone. And you're really being called at this time to break free from your comfort zone because, some things we are more productive when we're in our comfort zone because we don't feel inhibited in a way. But so much of what we are meant to do and accomplish and experience lies beyond the comfort zone. And a lot of times it's fear that keeps us stuck within that comfort zone. And we're just meant to continuously grow the comfort zone, right? Just keep adding acreage onto that zone. And I feel like you're at a place now where you're meant to do that. And it's those fears, those generational mindsets that are holding you back. And this would be a great time to work with a counselor, to work with a therapist, a trained professional, or if you really feel like you could benefit from like a healer or something along those lines, then this is a great time, a very supportive energy to embark on that, to start that process, because you're meant to do some really great things in this lifetime. And those mindsets are those sort of nagging thoughts are holding you back from just even putting your toe outside of the comfort zone. So you're just being asked to start that process at this time so that you can step into your own greatness, because it's not going to be, the mind will keep you small, and it's through the experiences that you'll grow. And you can't have those big, expansive experiences if you're stuck in those self-defeating thoughts. So just seeing this energy pretty strongly actually coming in this second week, where it's like, the energy is there for greatness, just to do some really great things, to see some really great gifts and resources come in for you at this time. But you may choose to not embrace them or see them or use them because of those thought processes. So just pay attention to that. If there's something that comes in for you that you're really excited about, but then immediately those thoughts come in and it holds you, you can tell that it's holding you back, then you know where you need to begin. Okay, you know where the work lies, because you are meant to move beyond those invisible fences that are keeping you caged in, okay? Then we move into the third week of April, and this is interesting. This is kind of coming in a variety of ways. So this can be almost like completion of this energy, or the need for completion of this or ending. And what I'm talking about is I'm seeing this energy around not being able to work with others, to communicate with others, to get along with others because of this sort of strong egoic need to be right, to be sort of the leader, to be the one who knows all, who is so sort of focused on their beliefs being right for all, that it just creates this very chaotic, angry, very low vibe energy. And it's almost like this could be you, this could be your energy, where you're the one who demands that your beliefs are right, your actions are right, all, for everyone, right? Not just right for you, not just about your truth, but you're forcing your truth onto others, and it's creating like this chaotic, sort of polarizing environment that's very, very toxic. It could be you that's creating that environment, or it could be somebody that you are working with or interacting with, that after that interaction just leaves you feeling like just really heavy, like really dense. And so I've seen like a change coming around this. So this could be, if it's you who's showing up in that way, then it could be like this realization that you're not an island, and your truths do not, are not everyone else's truths, right? We all have our own truths of what resonates with us, what drives us, what encourages us, all those things, what feels right for us. And that's not going to be true for everyone else. And so it's almost like, if that is you who is creating that dynamic, who's creating that energy, then there's going to be some kind of sort of major line drawn in the sand, major change coming in, almost like a lightning bolt, where it will either open your eyes to sort of the damage that you're doing to the relationships who are there around you, or it will draw you into sort of further seclusion if you choose not to see this for what this is, right? So again, that kind of goes back to pay attention to your intentions, be very aware of your intentions, because if your intentions are to sort of overly influence or manipulate others, then obviously there's going to be consequences of those actions and those intentions. And I just feel like this is going to be a time where that could come in, where it's like, okay, change needs to happen. We can't keep moving along in this way. And if that is you, if that is your energy, then this is obviously a life lesson that you need to move through and to pull wisdom from. But you could also see your relationships start to fall apart. The people who have been trying to support you fall away because they just can't work with that energy anymore. And things just start to become really, really toxic. But I do feel like if that is you and this change comes in, it is to help to elevate you, to help open your mind, to help. Remember, we talked about 9 energy being almost limitless, is very expansive. So this energy is really helping you to open and broaden your mind, to see things through a different lens, a bigger lens, right? Now, if this is someone else that is bringing that toxicity to you, then it's like, I see you sort of standing in your power and setting some healthy boundaries and being like, your toxicity, your lower vibe energy, your density is influencing my day-to-day experience, and I'm not really feeling it anymore. And it's okay to have those conversations, to have those honest conversations. But I am seeing that a major change coming in, someone standing in their power and saying enough is enough of whatever this is. So again, this can be you, or this can be like someone else bringing that toxicity to you and you standing in your power and being like, I'm done with this. I'm not putting up with this anymore. I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. I know my worth and what I desire and what I intend to do, on my own journey. And so I really see, again, just this very decisive, decisive decision being made, whoever the party is. So however that comes in for you, but interesting energy there. But I definitely see it like this needs to end. And again, with this 9 energy of completion, this is an ending of some sort, but it's an ending of something that's been very toxic, either for you or the other party. But usually what I've seen is like, if something is toxic for one person, it's toxic for all involved. Okay. So Then we move into the end of April, the last week of April. And this is interesting. There's some kind of like communication from your past coming in, some kind of idea or inspiration from the past resurfacing. And it feels very like it's giving you the little pieces to the puzzle to help you move forward when the time is right, which I don't feel like the time is right to start anything around this just yet. I feel like that will be, it's like you're on the precipice of that happening. I feel like that'll be maybe more like May or June, but it's almost like this past information needs to come in to sort of cut through the illusion to give you clarity, make things a little bit more clear, so that when you're making your decisions on how to move forward, you're doing it from the space of having all the information that you need, right? All of the wisdom that you need to be able to make those sound decisions as you move into the coming months. Again, I just see it kind of like you in a place where like the communication, or it could be a person from the past coming to you with some information that helps you on this, but it's like I almost see you getting your ducks in a row, like you like figuring, like the information comes in, the idea comes in, or this person from the past comes in with these missing puzzle pieces, and you're using that during this month to get your ducks in a row, to figure out the next steps that you'll take during that upcoming one energy, or it could be during the two energy that would be coming in June. So however that comes in for you, but definitely feels like something from the past coming in, something maybe that came in before, but the timing was off and now the timing is right, but it's like you're getting your ducks in a row. So this last week of April is going to be about you all getting your ducks in a row. And what's interesting is this really coincides with that cheetah energy of get clear in your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. It's like you're almost this last week really setting that intention, getting the information to be able to set that intention to sort of get really focused. It's like you're at the gate, but the gate hasn't opened yet. And I don't necessarily feel that opening just yet. But you're getting set on and getting clear on your intention. I really feel that pretty strongly. So, and I do feel like there's some kind of tie to the past here. So just pay attention to that as well. Okay, twos, I hope it's a beautiful April for you all. I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye for now.